Don't you wish you could swap out the habit of eating unhealthy and being lazy for the habit of drinking green smoothies and exercising at the snap of your fingers? Well, I'm here to tell you, you can't. Successful people prove they are self-disciplined to themselves every single day. And that's how these habits started in the first place. So it's never too late to start introducing some positive mental habits into your life. Welcome back, Psychos. Today we'll be discussing 9 life-changing mental habits that successful people have. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel, as well as to click the notification bell so that you never miss a video. Mental habit number 1, properly pleasing others. Successful people understand that in order to get somewhere in this world, you usually have to start at the bottom. They don't see starting at the bottom improving themselves by pleasing people as a downside. They see it as simply a part of business and respect. They have aspects of their life where they are the top dog, so they understand all angles of it. Understanding the benefit of helping others is a major quality when it comes to business and success. However, if overindulged, it can easily become a dangerous quality. Successful people have the habit of understanding when people-pleasing is necessary and when it's a waste of time and connection. They know when to say no, but always try to say yes in a way that benefits everyone involved. Mental habit number 2. Think and listen before they speak. The capability to truly listen to someone is slowly becoming less and less apparent, with all of our day-to-day mental and technological distractions to blame. Successful people, however, see the importance of true listening and speaking with intent. Often, these people are bold creatures, but they understand social cues and when their boldness can benefit them and when it's inappropriate. These people make a point to relate to the other person by meeting them on a level of understanding through their responses. This makes for great business and rational communication on both ends, leaving little room for misreading and mistakes. Mental habit number 3, adaptability. Successful people usually have a clear and definitive path towards most goals. However, they understand that life isn't perfect and it may not always go the way they intend. This is a great mental habit for 2 reasons. One, being that this gives them the sense that everything is working in their favour regardless, even if it seems to be going south. And 2, they won't be caught off guard when and if something does happen. They will adapt to the new circumstance and move on with it. Adaptability also comes in handy when keeping level-headed during times that seem like nothing is going their way. Perseverance, something you must have if you want to be successful. Mental habit number 4, taking calculated risks. Taking calculated risks, in turn, actually allows successful people to be more adaptable because they know the worst-case scenarios before going into a new endeavour. They know that if something should happen to not go the desired way, they have probably already thought of the problem. This makes starting and completing new projects less dreadful and more exciting because they have painted a clear picture of every possible scenario and they know they will still come out successful. The main reason people don't become successful is because they gave up too early or didn't fully think the idea through. Calculating risks before taking them makes for a much more secure and exciting experience. Mental habit number 5. Target small successes. Making mistakes is inevitable when on a journey to success. However, the small mistakes are much easier to dwell on than the small wins. This can result in poor self-esteem and decreased motivation towards your goal. So, to switch the narrative and avoid falling into this loop, successful people make it a crucial habit of intentionally celebrating all of the small wins that are stepping stones towards their final goal. They will actually create mental milestones for themselves that they will hold as small successes to celebrate. This makes the idea of success a daily endeavour rather than a destination, which increases motivation and makes the journey much more exciting. Celebrating the small wins is also an important way to track incremental achievements when looking back on your journey. Mental habit number 6. Learn from their mistakes. Learning from your mistakes seems like it would be a given for most people, when in reality, it's actually extremely rare to learn from a mistake you've only made once. According to HuffPost.com, we learn from our mistakes based on how painful they were. If the mistake didn't affect you too much, you may need to make it 2 or 10 more times before you actually learn from it. Successful people make it a habit to rehearse the negative in their mind enough to understand the situation from all angles. This allows them to learn from their mistakes without having to make them multiple times. They see mistakes, failures and setbacks as lessons and try to find the underlying lesson in almost every situation. This mental habit allows them to make notes from new mistakes that they will later apply to similar situations to avoid the same mistakes happening again. This helps them in social settings, business endeavours, romantic relationships, and learning new skills. Mental habit number 7. Multitasking projects. Having multiple projects on the go is second nature to successful people. This mental habit naturally comes with a successful lifestyle. Once these people become familiar and comfortable with an endeavour they've started, instead of obsessing over it, they will start a new one. Now, this isn't to say that they overwhelm themselves with so many projects, because they still see the importance of giving 100% into everything. They just believe in their motivations and mental capacity enough to start something new. Usually the projects they begin are in some way geared towards the same goal. So instead of just approaching the idea from one angle, they will expand their options, which increase the chances of success for their business. The variety of tasks and projects on the go keeps things fresh and exciting, because obsessing over one project can be daunting and actually detrimental. Mental habit number 8. Remains open to ideas. Some of the best million-dollar ideas that companies put in place were actually the result of employee suggestions. Successful people understand this concept and use it to their advantage in all aspects of their lives. They never underestimate the power of another person's idea, no matter their job, age, gender, etc. They see value in all ideas and suggestions. They will never jump to a conclusion or think that they know everything, even about a topic that they were well educated in. Successful people are constantly learning through their day-to-day occurrences and conversations, taking mental notes that they will later use to benefit them and their success. Normally, people are hesitant to change their belief or views on something, therefore are usually not open to new concepts and ideas. Successful people do the opposite of this because their main goal is to expand their knowledge, which in turn expands their success as an individual. And last but not least, mental habit number 9. Using stress as a motivation. Oh, stress. Often referred to as the silent killer. We have all experienced it at one point or another, and some of us, every single day. This mental habit of using stress as a motivator is an incredibly useful tactic to use throughout life, as stress is truly inevitable and not worth trying to dodge or run away from. However, stress can also be a big motivator. You wouldn't leave a relationship if it didn't stress you out, and you wouldn't be looking for a new career if you were stress-free at your current job. Although at the moment, stress seems like a complete downfall, it is actually usually a blessing in disguise, especially for successful people. They realise that hardly anything worth having will come at a leisurely pace. So, if stress is present, it usually means something good will come in the long run. They are constantly trying to better themselves, which can be considered stressful all on its own. However, for the successful, they wouldn't be able to live without it. Well, that's it for today's video, Psychos. Comment down below if you use any of these mental habits. Also, make sure to leave us a like, share this video with your friends, and also subscribe to our channel for more Psycho videos. We hope you learned something, and we'll see you in the next video.